Hello, welcome back at Ask Chef Tony. Today we're going to make the perfect crepe. So we have 4 eggs, we have 400 grams of flour, 28 ounces of milk, which is about 0.8 of a liter. So we're going to get our eggs here. Again, I just break one at a time. That's it. $400 grams of flour. I already pre-measured my milk to be 28 ounces for the 4 eggs. So I'm gonna put this whole thing in there, and then I'm just gonna whisk it away. So before I begin to show you how to actually prepare the crepe, as I said, I'm going to do both savory and sweet. When I do the sweet, to grease the pan, I'm going to use butter. Butter also comes in a spray, you know, pan spray. What my chef, when I was a kid, my chef in our Michelin star restaurant, he used to use the skin of the prosciutto, the skin of the pork skin, when he made savory crepe. So again, I couldn't find the skin, so I got some nice prosciutto. I got a few slices, thick slices stuck together, and I'm going to use this the same way he used to use to grease the pan. Alternative oil, olive oil in a spray. Let's go to the stove. I'm preheating this is basically 12-inch across pan, but the surface we're going to cook on is a 9. So a 9-inch frying pan. I preheated to that is ready. Many times the first one, it's the Murphy law. The first crepe always is a disaster, but we're going to try to beat that. So we're going to do the sweet first. I'm going to try to I'm going to say maybe that much, but I'm going to go very careful. Watch this. I'm going to start with this movement, and I was pretty much right, because this is exactly what I want for this. I keep doing that until it's nice and even. I'm gonna let one side cook. What you're gonna see is, you see how it's wet here, but it's starting to get dry here, and the rest of the job, it's a flip, just like that. As you can see now, some bubbles are starting to form. What that means that on the other side, this is happening. They're getting a nice color. I'm going to flip them once again, and now this is what I want. This is exactly what I want. So now I'm going to show you for the savory part of the crepes that we create today, the filling we're going to use. Basically, we have some cooking mozzarella. I use half of a pound. I have some mascarpone. This is about half of the container because I used half for previous recipe. So I'm doing that right there. I have here about a cup of baby spinach that I wilted, just steamed, squeezed the excess out of it in a cloth, and I chopped it fine. So I'm going to add that to this. A cup of ricotta, a good ricotta. I'm going to crack 1 full egg in it just to keep it firm. I'll do it in the container just in case some of the fragments come out. There you go. nice and clean with that. I use pink salt and pepper. Pepper, it's to your taste. I like my little thing here. And here's a little twist. A little zest of a good orange. Not that much, just to give that little bit of, what else is in here I cannot tell, but it's there. And something good to eat after, because we're gonna enjoy the orange, you know, dessert. And a little bit of Parmigiano Reggiano, which I grated myself. Never buy pre-grated Parmigiano, it's not a good idea. I'm doing like a quarter of a cup in here. At this point, this is what it looks like. I'm gonna break up the egg and mix it all together. Do not put any liquid, nothing, because you want a nice firm filling. Make sure it's all blended together. You have your filling. Tonight we have these beautiful crepes that perfectly cooked, and we did the sweet version and the savory version. We're gonna start with savory. I cleaned my work surface. I didn't want to have wood or plastic or anything, so I'm gonna work right here on the granite. I'm going to show you a couple of things we're going to do. One will be that I'm putting some of my cheese filling. What I'm going to do is a crespelle al formaggio. So I'm going to just roll it, tuck it in, roll it, tuck it in. So I'm gonna go like this, like that, push it down, and like that, and then we have it. So I'm going to place in a baking dish. You can see all our filling with the cheese and spinach, and then put that right there, and that is our next 3 crespelle. Still with the savory. We're going to do in a little bit of a different way. Now we're gonna fold it in half, pat it down really well, right? And I'm gonna make wedges. And we're gonna serve them that way. And there you go. Now we are going to make what you call in America manicotti. So you take your crespelle, and we made this meat mixture that you watched in another one of our episode. Like that. I'm gonna form a tube and roll it, and that's it right there. Again, you can take the excess off, you don't have to, but I like kind of like it that way. We're gonna cut it in half. I'm going to put some sauce at the bottom, and I'm going to place them just like this. There we go. I'm going to make another one of those, form it for my little manigotti. And by the way, it doesn't have to be Aurora, it could also be a tomato sauce, whatever your favorite sauce is. I'll just take those off, and there you have it. I'm gonna make just those 4. I'm gonna turn these around so they all look even, and this is that. I'm gonna put more sauce on top, each one. This is a tomato sauce with cream and lots of fresh basil. Very aromatic, very beautiful. There you go. Fresh Parmigiano. Remember, Parmigiano Reggiano. Don't buy pre-grated Parmesan or whatever. Grate stuff yourself. So this is it. All right. We are going to preheat our oven at 350 and cook it for 20 minutes until everything is nice and melted inside. And then you have that one. Let's go back to this one, and I'm gonna do 2 different things here. The bechamel that we made, we're gonna scoop some of that on each one, just like this, to cover it. And that's it. That's it on this one section. I'm also going to do one of the other just to see the difference. So we all going to experience the different ideas of all of this. I made a simple fresh sage and butter sauce. There's nothing else in there but fresh sage and a really good butter. So I'm going to scoop that on top. Some is going to sip. You could bake it in a separate pan, but you got the idea. There we go. Get some our Parmigiano. Top it. And there it goes in the oven.